Wednesday, November 24. Mental health real. Seek help and the stigma on the news this afternoon. Former OSPAC commander warns of rising insecurity in Obiakpo after disbandment. 4 suspected kidnappers, transformer thieves arrested in River State. President Tinubu orders swift reactivation of Warri Kaduna refineries. Former Kogi State governor makes plea in fraud allegation. On the foreign scene, former Pakistan Prime Minister Imran Khan supporters call off protest after crackdown. I'm Ifechi Kumoyela with the news. Now, the former commander of local vigilante known as OSPAC in Obiakpo local government area, Azubike Amadi, popularly known as Ocean, has expressed fear about a rise in insecurity following the disbandment of the group. Mr. Azubike, in an interview with our correspondent, said he has observed that individuals previously driven out of the area for their alleged involvement in crimes are returning to the area due to the disbandment of OSPAC. He also dismissed claims that the operations of local vigilantes are politically motivated.
This OSPAC is not existing in Obiakpo to worry our people. Those hoodlums that will chase out, they have come back again. Begin rejoice. Nobody knows tomorrow. We are begging our local government chairman to bring back OSPAC. And the OSPAC is not a social club or political organization. As of 2019, 2020, 2021, people pay them money before they host occasion. If you have any event, you must go and see them or the event will not hold. But OSPAC have done it. Nobody pay anybody. And since then till today, no government, no community pay OSPAC salary.
Now, Mr. Amadi called on the Obiakpo Council Chairman Shijoke Huwa to reconstitute local vigilantes in the area, saying their role is to support security agencies in tackling crime and other criminal activities in the area.
From CP Division Police Area Command Critical Team, when we arrest all those hoodlums who hand over to police, we are working hand in hand with the police. We are begging our local government chairman, he should leave us alone. We are begging him, it's his right, but we are begging him, let him leave whatever thing that people telling him. We are ready to work with local government chairman. Any government that emerge, OSPAC will work with them.
In a related development, the local vigilante group OSPAC and other community intelligence network in Iguruta, Iwere local government area, say they arrested 4 men who specialize in kidnapping and stealing transformers. The suspects, in their mid-20s and 30s, confessed to the crime while being paraded by the OSPAC commander, Na Wele.
The owner of the compound, from that place who use it. That's here where the compound, good mini, which is man, the owner of the compound. But they can't.
So I authority enter inside. I said that me be landlord. Not to say I saw. I think when the thing fall, they came. Say they will keep it there as excuse me now. No. The man, the officer came here.
The chairman of Ikwere local government area, Israel Amosi, visited the crime scene.
The art of investigation is done by the police. We have done preliminarily what is expected of us. We are acting on intelligence reports since 2 days ago about the operation of kidnappers, armed robbers, and pipeline vandals in the LGA. So eventually, here we are, and exhibit in support of the allegation is before us. I think the details of the investigation will be done by the police and report accordingly presented. So at the moment, we are going to get you arrested alongside the transformer.
Away from that, President Bola Tinubu has directed the NNPCL to quickly reactivate the Warri and Kaduna refineries. The president, in a statement by his special advisor on information and strategy, Bayo Onanoga, also congratulated the NNPC Limited on the successful revitalization of the Port Harcourt refinery. He acknowledged the key role of former President Muhammadu Buhari in initiating the comprehensive rehabilitation of all the refineries and the African Export-Import Bank for financing the critical project. In the meantime, tanker drivers say they are happy as the Port Harcourt refinery resumed operation on Tuesday. This is as widespread disbelief both online and offline greeted news that the Port Harcourt refinery was finally starting operations and daily loading of product. Our correspondent caught up with a tanker driver, Paulinus Ali, around the Alesa Eleme refinery complex about 25 kilometers east of Port Harcourt, who said only major marketers have loaded trucks from the Port Harcourt refinery, while independent marketers are still discussing prices. Another tanker driver, Joseph Okoriba, confirmed that work at the refinery has started and expressed hope that it will continue. He added that as loading continues, they will be able to get more accurate numbers of tankers loading.
It's a handwork of God that will surprise this morning everybody. As today, I say, let me reach refinery. I come enter inside. He say, everybody is trooping in. I say, okay, let me follow them and see what is going on there. As I reach there, I see with my two eyes, say, true. Port Harcourt Eleme refinery have started full loading.
We loaded up to 4 trucks, so I believe by tomorrow they will still commence the loadings, and it's going to load up to 20 trucks or 30 trucks to go, by God's grace. So we started today, but we commissioned it today, and we started today, but we started late, so that was the reason why we didn't load much. So I believe by tomorrow the trucks are packed inside the depot, so they will start loading tomorrow.
The chairman of the Petroleum Product Retail Outlet Owners Association of Nigeria, Petro1 in Rivers State, Francis Dimba, also spoke to correspondent Obioreware on this.
Obviously, it was a very interesting news that broke out to the Petroleum Product Retail Outlet Owners Association of Nigeria, Petron. While we were here celebrating the news, ensure that we all come out in our numbers to celebrate this good gesture of our government. Trucks are coming in, the loading bay is active, the ceremonial activity is ongoing. We are seeing it that is real. But what will happen after now is what we don't know. But for what we are seeing today, it is a reality. As I speak to you here, what we are seeing today is real. But what will happen after today is what we don't know.
Meanwhile, the national spokesperson of the Petroleum Product Retail Outlet Owners Association of Nigeria, Petro1, Joseph Obele, says the price of petrol churned out by the old Port Harcourt refinery, which resumed production on Tuesday, is 75 naira per litre higher than that sold by the Dangote refinery. Dr. Obele said this during the official reopening ceremony of the refinery. He expressed concern over the pricing disparity between petrol supplied by the Nigerian National Petroleum Company Limited, NNPCL, and the Dangote refinery. He also expressed hope that independent marketers will begin loading product from the Port Harcourt refinery.
Indeed, this is dream come true. A lot of people have been asked this really the rumor or true. I will commend the Nigeria president, will commend the management of NNPC, and will commend the host community for allowing it to be hospitable and cordial. We want to say thank you, GMD, for bringing up the Port Harcourt refinery once again. It was your word, and your word is your point. And we can see our trucks are pumping, our trucks are pulling also, and people are loading. We want to thank you, Mr. President. Thank you, marketers. We now have hope that marketers will be loading products at the Port Harcourt airport. Thank you, GMD.
Now, about 15 trucks were seen parked at various bays at the refinery for the loading of petroleum product. Some of the products expected to be loaded are kerosene, diesel, and petrol. Mr. Kyari also assured that the 150,000 barrels per day new Port Harcourt refining company will come on stream by mid-2025. Meanwhile, some residents near the Port Harcourt refinery junction are concerned that the ongoing work on the Eleme-Onne road is yet to be completed as the refinery begins operation. They called on the contractor handling the road to speed up the work, especially as more tankers are expected to use the road so as to prevent unnecessary accidents and complications.
The dust is disturbing us here, and for the tankers to start up the business might disturb us here for me, because the road is not good, the road is too bad.
Look at the dust. Imagine the dust day in, day out for more than 6 months now, and they are talking about petrol, cost of product. Why not consider the life of the people you want to protect?
We are also afraid because the road have never yet complete.
sometimes tanker will fall, container will fall. RCC will block this side, will block the road. And we are dangerous of life of people. They will walk today, tomorrow they will not walk.
This road they do politics every year by year. This road don't kill many people. This road don't kill many people. Even my mama died for this road.
Still to come, former Kogi State Governor makes plea in fraud allegation. Stay with us.
This is the news on 92.3 Nigeria Info.
Yeah, welcome back. Now, former governor of Kogi State, Yahaya Bello, has pleaded not guilty to the 16-count charge leveled against him by the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission, EFCC. Now, this was after he honored the invitation of the commission on Tuesday. The former governor, alongside Omar Oricha and Abdusalami Hudu, are being prosecuted in a fresh 110 billion naira 16-count charge instituted against them by the EFCC. The other defendant, Mr. Oricha and Mr. Hudu, have been given administrative bail by the commission. In another development, the Supreme Court has upheld an appeal by the All Progressives Grand Alliance (APGA), recognizing Sly Ezukinwa as its national chairman. In a judgment today, the court also awarded a 20 million naira fine against Edozie Njoko for filing a frivolous suit at FCT High Court, Buari. Other news, the Nigerian Association of Women Journalists, NAWAJ, River State Chapter, has called local government councils to implement policies and programs that protect women and girls, especially in rural communities. State Chairperson Susan Serekara Wikana and Secretary Precious Ahiakwo Ovie, as part of activities to mark the global campaign for the 16 days of activism against gender-based violence, the statement emphasized the need for collaboration among traditional rulers, community leaders, and civil society organizations to create a safer environment for survivors of violence. Now, it also called on individuals, organizations, and government agencies to unite in the fight against gender-based violence. The 16 days of activism observed annually from November 25, the International Day for the Elimination of Violence Against Women, to December 10, Human Rights Day, is a global initiative aimed at challenging violence against women and girls. Now to health stories. Not all infections are caused by bacteria. A family physician, Obiama Oya, made this known while raising awareness and understanding of antimicrobial resistance. Antimicrobial resistance occurs when bacteria, viruses, fungi, and parasites change over time and no longer respond to medicines, making infections harder to treat and increasing the risk of disease spread, severe illness, and death. Now, Dr. Oya, who is also the director, University of Port Harcourt Teaching Hospital Lifestyle Medicine Center, told correspondent Martha Okere that getting a doctor's prescription reduces the risks of being resistant to antibiotics. She said there are required doses when taking antibiotics for a bacterial infection.
To get the doctor's prescription because of the risk of resistance. That's the number one reason. And how does this resistance come about? Resistance means when you take the drug, at some point it may not work. The bacteria that is aimed at killing or preventing from growing actually have found ways of resisting the capacity of the drugs to kill or to stop them. From this, it might be incorrect. Not all infections are caused by bacteria. Some are viral, like the common cold and all that.
Dr. Oya said antibiotics have side effects, adding that prolonged use can disrupt the gut health.
We need to also recognize that sometimes, some of these antibiotics have side effects, like allergic reactions, gastrointestinal problems with your stomach. It could have